Hey, what's up, everybody? Thunderfist 1978 coming at you here on a Friday evening. Hope everybody's had a great day so far. I want to apologize first of all for starting so late tonight. I know it's a lot later than I usually like to start, but I missed last night's stream and I didn't want to miss 2 nights in a row. But we're here with more Ys Origin. When we last left off, we were a pretty good ways up the tower. And I made a few mistakes. Ended up losing a lot of oh wow, down to 251. Let's go ahead and grab all these SP gems. Good stuff. SP's coming back a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Wait for it. Cool. Nope, don't want to go that way. Okay, we've got to get our the topaz, the battle armor, and the piece of Cleria ore. That's what I can remember. That's what we got last time, and then I messed up and like lost everything. See, I was really hoping last time that there would be a goddess statue, soon after where we were. And, maybe there would have been, but unfortunately, I got flattened before I could reach it. That would be my luck, folks. Nice. Come on. You, come down here to where I am. That's for not coming down where I am, or where I was. The Roo appears to be hungry. I've never met a Roo before my experience in this tower, but now it feels like I've met half your kind. Did the others tell you about me or something? Have you been waiting here for a Rotafruit, perhaps? Wow, this is some pretty hefty armor. Where in the world did you get it? Ah, sorry, I'm being rude. I should graciously accept your gift, not question it. Thank you, I really appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and equip that. Okay, good. I got the hit points back. And I don't know how I was taking damage there, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so we're doing more damage with that. So I guess fire is the way to go with these things, even though it's very small amount. Nice! Small amount of damage is what I meant to say. Like compared to some other enemies. Come on. Ow, ow. Cool. All right now. Cool. Oh, gimme, 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 gimme. All right, cool. Now for you. I kept forgetting that I actually have the cloak equipped. But I'm not going to bother with that path right now. I'm going to do kind of what I did before and go over this way. Take care of getting that Clearia ore. Okay, there's not a platform over there. I thought for a second there would be. Come on. All right, now, stop that. Finally. All right. Let's get our hit points back. Cool. And all 4 of the first enemies are still there. That's really not fair. It's the electricity, all they have to do is like run it into you and they do damage. Come on. Okay, that's a way I can go with it. Oh, geez. That's 1 down. Well, out of that group, I should say. 3 down overall. 4, 5. That leaves just 1. There it is. Got it. Hey, welcome in, Evanius. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, right. I forgot all about that Crimson Key. I forgot all about that. So we're still looking for the Clearia ore. In addition to the Topaz. We know where to get the Topaz. That's not going to be a problem. You know, I kind of thought there was something off about where we found, where this chest was. Yeah, if I recall, I was trying to jump off there and pick up some, or try to get to a platform I thought was there, but actually wasn't. And that's when I came across that topaz. So last time I died in the middle of a run and ended up, unfortunately, it was time for me to end the stream. So I'm having to make up for lost progress here. You know, you could always go in the... Well, no, now that I think about it, maybe that is more like Catalina French dressing, more so than pasta sauce. I jokingly said last time that it was Catalina French, but and that's kind of inspired by another streamer that I've watched for quite some time. He when he played through Ninja Gaiden, he jokingly referred to the lava as ragu, and I guess I've kind of followed suit with that here. There we go. Cool. Oh, I guess I got it already somehow. Cool. Okay, so you're next. I knew that one wasn't going to be a problem. Because it's just going to sit there and, now that my strikes are hitting with more impact, that thing's practically a sitting duck. Well, I mean, it's a sitting flower, but still, you get the idea. Okay, so we've almost got enough SP for the next blessing that I'm wanting to get. Inching ever closer. I guess I'll go ahead and take out the enemies here as well. You know, I just got to thinking about the fact that the enemies in this game are worth fewer and fewer experience points the higher up your level goes. The first game I ever played that was like that, where the same enemy became worth fewer experience points the higher your level was, well, it was Ephemeral Fantasia for the PS2. That was a Konami turn-based RPG, and it operated under that same rule. If you fought and took out an enemy, and then you fought it again when you were a higher level, it was going to be worth fewer experience points when you faced it at the higher level. At first when I played through it, I was kind of irritated by that. But the more I've thought about it, the more it actually makes sense. Because the same enemy requiring less effort to take out because of you being stronger, Why should you get the same amount of experience out of it? After it's easier than the first time you fought it. If that makes any sense the way I worded that. Cool. I'm fighting these things more for the SP than for experience. Because I might be able to afford another blessing when we come to the next statue. Cool. I think we've just about got all the enemies in this room. Yeah. I think we've got them all in this room. Which, if that's the case, we'll want to go north next. Yeah, looks like we've dealt with all of them. We're full hit points, which is great to see. But we are not going that way. We're going this way. Right! This is where I got the Cleary at War. I remember that now. Because I think there's two areas that are no. That looks like one of those areas I thought was a platform, but is actually not. Well, we'll move on and see if we find the Cleary at War. Yeah, I actually do remember that. But at first, I didn't really remember. I wasn't 100% sure if I remembered opening that door or not. But I remember fighting these mages. Ooh. Definitely happy about that. Let's get this guy out of the way. And then we'll go back down and fight that mage. Well, no. Let's get rid of this flower. I can't believe I forgot all about that crimson key. All right, cool. Okay, I kind of do remember there being an area where you could jump to and there was actually nothing there. So this is stuff I'm remembering. Did I come in here? I'm not 100% certain I remember this area. I mean, I kind of do, but part of me feels like I should have gotten the Clearia ore already. Wait, I do remember those. Oh. We know what that means. We need the silver chimes. Well, for that one we do. Oh! No. Almost made a similar mistake to what I made last time. But instead of leaving completely, I'm just gonna heal up, and that'll make less effort that I'll need to spend taking out these cronies, because they're already somewhat injured. If I go off the screen, they'll heal. Oh, something. Okay, good. There's another one down. Now for you. So it looks like most of the enemies here are of the undead persuasion, if you will. Which means I'm going to need to keep those chimes equipped anytime I go to fight any of them. All right, cool. So there's that way. And that guy fell in the Catalina dressing. And now he's considerably weaker than he was. All right, cool. Now we'll just take this guy. Thank you. I have a feeling there's more than one exit out of this room. Okay. That looks like where I went to get the Clearia. Let's see. Okay. We're above 30,000 SP. It's locked up tight. It won't open without a key. So there is another key to be gotten here. And we probably go to the west to get that. And to the east, we'll get the Clearia. Which we want the Clearia. But I also want experience. So I'm going to make sure there are no more enemies left to fight. Don't think there are. Nope. So to the west to get the key, but first, we're going east to find Clearia. But before that even, we're going to heal. Bubbling is such an eerie sound. Okay, once again, I'm glad we get the opportunity to heal. Could you imagine what a nightmare this area would be if we couldn't? You know, now that I think about it, no, wait. Just to be on the safe side, let's keep the charms equipped. One of them fell on the Catalina. A few of them. Good! Okay, that's 3 of them down. Maybe 4. Putting them in the Catalina is definitely the key to victory here. Okay, I kind of remember that. There it is. There's our Clearia. All right, let's heal. And it won't be long before we level up again, which that'll be nice. Oh, that's right. I also wanted to increase the battle armor strength. That's something else we'll need to do whenever we get to the next statue. Which we've got a couple of options for that. Okay, good. Nice. Good stuff. Nice. Well. Hey, who said you could come out of there? You get back in the Catalina, pal. Gotcha. Okay, now I've got to get out of it. Good. And say you could come out of there. You stay in there. Or die on dry land, whichever floats your boat. Couldn't care less either way, as long as I get the experience and any possible SP. It looks like we've gotten everything except the creatures possibly to the west of here. And we knew there would be some. Cool, we're doing a lot better than we did last time. Then again, I think that's boiled down to being a little more prepared and you know, using the spirit cape a bit more to keep our hit points up. Like so. And I gotta be ready to get that crystal at the ready. Well, look at this. There's our statue. Uh-oh. Nah, dude. That was almost a catastrophe. If I can get like one or two of them on me, that would be okay. But that whole group is a bit too much. Good. That's one down. That's two. If I can... Good. Let's heal up. Now, we know we've got at least a couple of more of those to contend with. Wait, is it just the one? Good. I really wanted to get to the next statue before I went back and applied the Cleria ore. That way I'd have someplace a little further up the tower that I could teleport to. All right, let's see. Hasten skill recovery level 1. Okay. And we'll strengthen the battle armor. Yeah, let's do that too. We know I would want to eventually. Might as well get it done now. All right. All right, Rico, do your thing. All right, one weapon tempering coming right up. You have some Cleria ore for me? Right here. Cleria, bearer of purest radiance, may your solemn and majestic glow become wisdom and strength as before me. Ha! Finally was able to recite that. Okay, you're all set. You should find that your weapon is significantly more powerful now. Great, thanks a bunch. I'll let you know if I find any more Cleria ore. All right. Back up to Blighted Blood 2. And now we will save. No longer losing that massive amount of progress. Okay, yeah, that's definitely making a difference. Now, my big question is how we would get back up here. Well, oh, okay. We're doing significantly more damage now to that particular enemy type, which is great to see. Nice. You, come down to where I am. At least we can go back up and none of the enemies will be able to reach us there. So if I need to go and heal, the option is definitely there. Very nice. Okay, I haven't gotten rid of all the enemy wizards. There's at least one more. Because if I'd gotten rid of all of them, it would have shown the force field dissipating. And we didn't see that. Look out. Really, dude? Thank you. There you are. And there goes the force field. So you're the girl who took down Zava's familiar, are you? Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting you to be quite so young. You do your family name proud, little girl. You're the man who spoke to the sorceress in Rado's annex. You're Dallas, aren't you? In the flesh. I lead the Darklings in their noble pursuits. Though I myself am but a servant of the great demonic will, the force that spawns demons throughout this land. But enough about me. What can you tell me about yourself? So you're the one trying to get your hands on the demonic essence, then? Why? Why would you pursue something like that? It doesn't make sense. Haha, the goddess told you about that, did she? I'm not surprised you'd question my reasoning. I can see in your eyes that you're a privileged, upstanding individual. But deep down, I think you know exactly why I'm doing this. And I think you'd do the same if you had the chance. Sorcerer Dallas, stay that forked tongue of yours. Your empty words mean nothing to her. Commander! Hey, Unica, reinforcements have arrived. Roy! Sorry to say, we have you completely surrounded. Ramona! Well now, it certainly took you long enough. It's sad when a little girl like this can outpace trained knights. We received reports of an enemy sorcerer in the area, but I'll admit I'm surprised to see the boss himself make an entrance. If we take you out here, it should crush your lackey's spirit quite effectively. Prepare yourself! Now, Celia! You're mine! What the? It didn't do a thing. It didn't even touch him. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Magic born of the Black Pearl cannot harm those who serve demons. They are, after all, one and the same. Damn! You bastard! Magic may not work, but I'm betting you can still bleed. Let's see you escape our blades. Don't do it. I think I've let this little puppet show go on long enough. Ah! Damn it! What's going on? What just happened? No! Roy! They've been turned to stone. Commander, Cecilia, Ramona, please, say something. Now that's a look that suits a little girl. How sweet that you should show such concern for your fellows, ignoring the fact that you yourself are in grave danger. How dare you? What will it be then? Will you now seek vengeance? That didn't go so well for you last time. I'll never be able to beat him like this. And what if I hit one of the other knights? You're more composed than your reputation would suggest. I was told you were very much the goddess's favorite. So I've spared you from my magic. You're to deliver a message to your lady Fina. Tell her I'm staking a claim to her sister's divine powers and seizing the Black Pearl as my own. And she'd best not interfere, for her sake and for the sake of these statues as well. Oh, excuse me. And she'd best not interfere, for her sake and for the sakes of these statues as well. And just so you know, you'll find that even the goddesses and the 6 priests would have a difficult time removing this curse. I look forward to the show. Your vain attempts to save these worthless insects should prove most entertaining. Roy, Commander! Roy stands as a statue, staring blankly ahead. Ramona stands as a statue, gripping her sword. Galleon stands as a statue, poised for battle. Cecilia stands as a statue, her face frozen in shock. All right, first things first. Let's get those hit points back. I don't really want to go back to the statue right now because it would respawn all the enemies and I would be tempted to fight them. Oh, okay. Well, that's an even better reason to not do it. Because that, no doubt, is the key to that door I saw earlier. And that means there's just one more key left in this tower. And overall, only 6 more items that we haven't found. Notice I said items, not armor or boots or, any other kind of equipment. We've still got 2 pairs of boots, 1 suit of armor, and 1 more equipable item, whatever that may be. Now's a good time to go save. Okay, Is there anything I can get? I think the next thing I should get would be, wait, boost recovery. Yeah, let's get that. I think after that, the next thing I would want to get would be increase the effect of herbs. See, I know me. If I had gone and saved and then come back to the last room I was in, I would have been tempted to fight all the enemies. No. Good. You. Go take a dip in the Catalina. Okay, now we go to the north door. And what's going on here? We have a spam bot, folks. Hold on just a second. All right, let's see. Okay, so they're... I'm glad we made a point to look around for any more enemies. Hey. Might help if I knew the hands would do that. Yeah, let's use that. I don't think I'll even need the yeah, for right now I'm not even going to need the cape. Because the next enemy I take down... Yep, called it. I was about to say the next enemy level... Or I take out, will level me up. Ooh. I guess let's look over here. Uh-oh. Now it's time to heal up. I did not expect those bozos to inflict that level of damage. That's one down. There's one. There's another one down. Ooh, there's one. And then there was one. Oops. And it looks like there's 2 doorways out when it comes time to leave this area. What could be in here? Battle guards. There's our next boots. Shoes blessed with the power of fire. Lessens damage by blood pools. So that's what those were. I was thinking they were like lava or something. It never occurred to me that they could be blood. And that's everything. Let's go to the east. Wait, no. Yeah, see, in some of the East games, uh, the battle armor, battle shield, stuff like that is usually the most powerful, but it looks like that's not the case here. There's one that's going to end up being stronger than that. Okay, so both ways lead outside. I guess I'll go east first. All right. Now let's see what awaits us in this direction. And then there were two. Nice. All right, cool. There we go. Now all our skills are completely powered. You know, I'm starting to think maybe the other direction was the optional one, and this is the direction that we're required to go. So after this, I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back down a few floors. Yeah. You know, after a while, I don't know if last time I just forgot there was another path or what. But I'm definitely gonna need to get those boots strengthened. That's not up for debate. Okay, yeah. Good Lord. Wow. That Phoenix Fire is just tearing through the enemies. I love it. Stop trying to screw with me. Ah. From the sound of things, you don't have a lot of faith in the goddesses. Whether I do or not is no concern of yours. So mind your own damn business. You're correct. It is indeed no concern of mine. You're free to do as you wish. Now, if you'll excuse me. You! This boy isn't worth your effort, little girl. He's damaged goods. What are you talking about? I'd suggest you not do this. It's not worth fighting him right now. I get the feeling he's a lot more powerful than I am. Maybe not anymore. But who knows? It's you. That was one of our enemies, right? Do you know him? No. But don't worry about me. Here, you need to take this with you. What do we do with that? What is it? It's a mock-up, made by the enemy. It's nowhere near as powerful as the real thing, but it still has considerable magic in it. Oh, okay, but why are you giving it to me? Just trust me. You're going to need it. Oh, well, thanks then, I guess. No problem. Be careful. He seems really preoccupied. I wonder if it has something to do with that man. Wait for it. No, we need to go this way. That's right. Now that we've got that mock black pearl, we should be in. You know, I do kind of wonder if there's like a point where the weapon gets maxed out, like the skills and the armor do. I mean, I would think there is such a point. What? That gone. See. Nope. None of the enemies fell down there. All right, cool. I I don't think I went in here yet before. So we're in unventured territory. Or are we? This does actually look familiar now that I think about it. Yeah, this is where we got that emerald. Yep, there it is. There's the chest where we, no, not the emerald, the ruby. And that's when we got the fire skill up to max level. Yeah, once I got up here, I decided I didn't need to go any further for right now. I decided I needed to go back and search that other pathway. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, we're closing in on 60,000 SP. I forget what all we can get here for 50,000, but there's a lot of blessings we could buy if we chose to. Nice. Let's purify the statue. Okay, that's got some sort of, we're gonna have to put something in there. The door is tightly sealed. Seems to require a very particular sort of key, as I thought. All right, let's see. Level up the boots. Now what? You know what? Let's get the other level ones. And then we'll go from there. Because, I mean, those don't require too much SP. Reduce magic point usage. That's what I want to get next. And it's going to cost almost double what I have currently. The Mantid's Chamber. That's where we are right now. Okay, wait. Wait, what? Somehow I missed where I was supposed to go. Okay. I don't know. This is very strange. Can't go that way. No, we can't go any further that way. There's no more enemies here. Okay. Okay, I can kind of see the boost coming into play for a bit more of an extended time. Good. Cool. All right, cool. You. Down you go. All right, so wherever this Mantid medallion is supposed to be. We're going to need that if we're to go any further. Nice. You know, I didn't think there was anything else over where Hugo was, but I'm starting to think that's where we need to go back to in order to find that medallion. Okay, let's have another look here. Okay, nothing over here. Okay. Yeah. I see what slot that medallion's going to go in. Okay. Sweet. Okay, I'm convinced there's nothing over here that we need. Oh, I see why those are there. It'd be really hard to get enough air without them. I thought this area was blocked off and that there was... Yeah! What the heck? Hold up. Did I ever go this way? I might have. I just don't remember it. Oh, yeah. All right, this is driving me nuts. Is there maybe a western? Yeah, I think I did actually go here. Well, yeah, obviously I did. Wow. Oops. All right, cool. Really? Okay, nothing over there. Oh, yeah, duh. Okay, yeah, there. That's where the key was. Wonder if any of them could possibly have it. No. I mean, I could use the Layla shell, but I want to try to beat this without it. With the exception of the one time we actually had to use it. Wait. I highly doubt that the key we need to even get into the area where the door is. I highly doubt we would get the medallion before we ever get the key. Probably to the east. Well, maybe not. Okay, there's where we use the Dragon Bone key. I'm going to go ahead and drop down again. Because something tells me it just might be down here. No. I know where I am now. Yeah. So don't fall there. Do not fall. Nothing over there. All right, let's see here. Hold it. Is it possible we're supposed to break the curse with that? I'll try it. It's really the only other thing I can think to do right now. I'm thinking maybe one of the other knights might have the medallion. That's what I'm hoping. All right, cool. Come on, will you two just... Thank you. Was that so hard? All right, let's... Wait. I was supposed to go back and talk to Fina. Duh. I forgot that that Dallas told me I was supposed to go back and deliver a message to Fina. I mean, I'm still gonna talk to the other knights and see if that pearl can break the curse. But whether or not it can, our next step is going to see Fina. No, you don't. Roy stands as a statue, staring blankly ahead. Ramona stands as a statue, gripping her sword. Galleon stands as a statue, poised for battle. Cecilia stands as a statue, her face frozen in shock. All right. Let us go back to talk to Fina. Wait. I'm going to go back and save. Something tells me there might be some really nasty monsters in here. mean, she should know what to do if nothing else. Unica! Thank goodness you're safe. I had the strangest sensation. It was almost as if I could hear you screaming. I was worried something terrible had happened to you. Lady Vina, something has occurred then. What is it, Unica? Petrification. That would certainly account for the sense of unease. I'm so sorry. So Dallas turned them to stone even without building up a charge? I knew he was powerful, but this is well beyond anything I'd imagined. Kadena? Since this is a curse and all, do you know anything about how to undo it? I'm afraid not. Petrification is not something that comes up very often, so I've only really just begun studying it. And there's definitely nothing I can do to reverse its effects. So they're stuck like that? It's too soon to give up hope. There may yet be a way to save them. But in order to accomplish it, we'll need a very specific artifact. What kind of artifact? It's a holy statue known as the Dreaming Idol, which should hold the power to break curses such as this. Rhea passed it down to the caretakers of Solomon's Shrine long ago. The Dreaming Idol. If I'm not mistaken, the acolyte Dino actually brought that to the surface with him. Really? I'll go get it then. Please wait, Unica. The Dreaming Idol is capable of petrification on a grand scale. Or purification on a grand scale. But purification alone is not enough to break a curse. Petrification is one of the most powerful curses there is. To undo it, we need an equally large amount of pure magic. And simply put, none of our artifacts have that much raw energy packed into them. Even if we focused all our powers, it wouldn't come close to the amount we need. Unica, what's that jewel you have? Unica showed the black pearl to Fina. This is... Hugo gave it to me. He said it might help us. Apparently it's a mock-up of the real black pearl. Remarkable. It does contain considerable energy. I think it may just be enough. Really? How in the world did Hugo know we would need it, though? That boy can be a real mystery sometimes. Either way, with that Black Pearl replica and the Dreaming Idol, we may actually be able to undo the petrification curse. Wow! Okay then, I'm going to get the idol from Dino right now. Yes, please do. Thank you, Unica. Oh, excuse me. All right. The crystal's power is sealed here. Oh, duh. Okay, so we've got to completely leave the annex. Let's put the spirit cape on. I would assume that's somewhere here at the base that... Oh, there he is. Dino! Unica? What's wrong? Unica explained that the other knights have been turned to stone. Oh dear. That's not good at all. Fortunately, I did bring the Dreaming Idol down to the surface with me. It's normally enshrined in the Campanile of Lane, but this occasion called for a bit of extra precaution. Wow, it's that important an artifact? It is. It can purify just about anything. All the more reason to have it on hand in a place like this, really. Here. So we can really bring Roy and the others back with us? Theoretically. It's worth a shot at least. Please give my regards to Kadena and Lady Fina. I must admit, I'm surprised to hear the enemy's leader would make a personal appearance like that. Seems like things are finally coming to a head. I have a feeling the most dangerous ordeals are yet to come. Please do take care, Unica. I will. Thank you so much. All right, let's rock and roll. I'll take that. Good Lord. Cool. All right, here we go. The idol has no power. The idol has no power? Okay. Maybe we gotta go back to the annex. Well, I mean, Dino did say to give his regards to Fina and the other sorceress there, Kadena, I guess. Yeah, I think he said Kadena and Lady Fina. I guess we need their help to actually power up the idol. Lady Fina! Unica, welcome back. Lady Fina, I got it. So I see. I think we're ready to proceed then. This should be everything we need to undo the petrification curse. Really? Oh, thank goodness. Just when I thought Hugo had gone rogue, he swoops in at random and saves the day. And I guess he has his moments after all. Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's get the Dreaming Idol infused with the energy from that Black Pearl replica. Unica, would you please set both artifacts on the ground in front of me? Okay. Here we go. I'm surprised she's able to do it. Because wasn't that force field supposed to block her power? I'm pretty sure it is. Dreaming Idol's power has been amplified. And with that, the two artifacts are now one. That's quite impressive. I don't think there's another soul in this world that could have done that could do what you just did. Save for Lady Rhea. The jewel's energy should now be channeled directly into the idol itself. So it's ready to be used on Roy and the others? It is. Just hold it aloft in their presence, and the artifact should do the rest. Hurry now, there's no time to lose. I'm on it! Thank you, Lady Fina. I love you. Whatever am I going to do with that girl? She's a handful, all right, but I have to admit her enthusiasm is infectious. I feel a lot more optimistic just looking at her. Indeed, and yet she has no magical ability whatsoever. Even the most basic spells of daily life are beyond her. But then, I suppose magic is born of Black Pearl after all. Perhaps Unica's heart is simply too pure for it. Too devoid of demons. I could tell she was special the very first time we met. And she grows more special by the day. That's an interesting way to look at it. So now we should be able to get that Mantid medallion. All right, cool. All right. Wait. I can't believe I did that. The whole point of coming here was to unpetrify everyone, and that's the one thing I didn't do. I mean, it gave us an opportunity to grind, but I did not do that on purpose. But I will go ahead and fight everything while I'm here. I just won't forget to break the petrification this time. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Unica held the dreaming idol aloft, and a dazzling light shone forth from its forehead. What? What happened? It worked! It really worked! How are you feeling, Roy? Does it hurt at all? Not really. Though I definitely don't feel myself just yet. And I'm sure I'll hurt like hell once this numbness wears off. Well, at least you're better off now than you were a minute ago, I guess. We all are, thanks to you. I must say, I'm very impressed. As am I. I owe you my life. We are all in your debt, Sir Unicatova. You've once again surpassed all expectations and done the Holy Knights proud. No, please, I don't deserve your praise. I wasn't able to keep you from being turned to stone in the first place after all. Honestly, it's pure dumb luck that I was able to save you. And I couldn't have done it without help from Lady Fina, Dino, and Hugo. Well, I think you did great. You existed the overpowering urge to charge headlong at the enemy, totally defying your usual animal instincts. I'm not a bore, you know. Helping Unica grow and mature as a knight is almost worth being turned to stone if you ask me. Unica, I think you should know that before Commander Tova departed for the surface, he wrote me a letter. He did? Yes, and I can still recall exactly what it said. It said that every man, woman, and child has an important role to play in life. It doesn't matter how powerful or influential we may be. Our time to shine will always come, without fail. And until it does, all we can do is wait. When the moment is right, we will hear the call. It's how we answer that call that determines our strength of character. That's the battle we fight against the weakness in our hearts. In my grief at his passing, I put that letter out of my mind. But your words have reminded me of his. You're doing what you know you were destined to do, just as he did. And I believe my destiny lies ahead as well. Commander! You have uncovered your own strengths, Sir Unikatova, and shown them to us all, that we may learn from your example. In my naivety, I nearly rendered your father's sacrifice in vain. But now, I know what I must do, what we must all do. Thank you, Unica. Thank you for opening our eyes and saving our lives. You are a true holy knight, in every sense. I don't know what to say. Well, allow me then. Our bodies are no longer stone, but the curse took its toll on us. I believe we should withdraw for now. We must give ourselves a chance to rest and recover. In our current state, we'd only be holding Unica back. Agreed. My body still feels heavy and swollen. I'm not confident I'd be able to handle myself in combat just yet. We should undergo a thorough regimen of healing and magic, then rejoin the search as soon as we can. In the meantime, Unica, we leave the search for Lady Rhea in your capable hands. Yes, sir. On that note, I believe you'll need this. Called it! Take care, and may fortune be on your side. Thanks. I hope you all feel better soon, too. So there are 3 more items. One is which is a key, and another is a medallion to open a door from the look of it. All right, let's go back. Let's go up to the Mandit's chamber. Wait. So there's only 5 more. And I just noticed we're at 100,000 SP. Let's go ahead and reduce the magic power usage. All right. Let's get ready to face this Mandit. Whatever it's like. It took me a while to realize that turning the knights back from stone was probably gonna be paramount in getting through that door. And now we see it was. Oh boy. Ow. Now what? Yikes. Back away. Oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. Yikes. Come on, we've almost got it. Uh-oh. That's not fair. It should not be able to heal. I thought I was going to take that thing down the first try, and I should have been able to do that. I wonder if there's no getting out of it. Getting out of that. Got it. So on the second try, we got it. But no level up for me. You know what? We're going back and saving. And there are 5 more statues to cleanse. Probably be calling it before too long, but we'll see if we can get a little further in before we do that. The demonic core. Okay, there's one. So we know we're not going to find any emeralds, topazes, or rubies here. But who knows? There could be Clyria. Suddenly, a voice could be heard echoing forth from the Leela shell. Unica, can you hear me? Yes, I'm here. Is everything okay? Yes, don't worry. I just wanted to let you know that the knights have all arrived back at base, safe and sound. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Kadina's also reported in from Rado's annex. It's still going to take some time to dispel the barrier around Lady Fina, apparently. Oh, okay. Is there something I can do to help them? Well, Commander Gallion wanted me to pass a message on to you. He said you should proceed to the tower summit on your own for now. All the way to the top? On my own? Yes. He seems very confident in your abilities. But he also wants to make sure you take care not to act rashly. You're bound to run into some serious danger up there. Well, okay. I'll do what I can. Thank you, Unica. Best of luck to you. We jumped on the statue's head. Now we won't have to have that conversation again. Wait. I want to see the blessing list. Hasten skill recovery. I think that's what I want to do next. We'll up that to level 2. That's going to take 80,000 SP. All right. Let's chill here for a bit. Thank goodness for that spirit cape. I don't know if we'll be able to make it to the next statue or not, but we're going to give it the old college try. Cool. Good. We got those added to the bestiary. Okay, wait. All right. Okay, there, that one's down. Shouldn't be too long before we level up again. I mean, we're knocking on the door of it. And that last boss I fought wasn't really all that difficult. He just was able to revive himself a couple of times. Once I familiarize myself with his pattern. Okay. We need to come around to there. Get whatever's in that chest. Cool. Good. And we just leveled up. A Rhoda fruit. We know what that means. Okay, cool. Right. Good Lord. Good Lord. So it looked like that Rhoda fruit was the only item of vital importance for us to get here. So now, once we find our next Rue, we'll have something to give him. I would have been prepared to use the wind skill if I'd had to there. But let's climb up higher. This is one huge tower. I mean, we saw that from the outside, but my gosh, actually exploring it. Gives you a real appreciation for the undertaking that that Unica is putting herself through. Oh, I'll take that. And there's some guarding a barrier. Okay, they're causing some damage. I'm doing a... Ooh. Higher amount of damage than I thought I was going to against them. Okay. Oh. Okay, there's the Rue. But first things first. We're healing. Okay, that's not going to be anywhere near as tricky to get to as I was expecting. The Rue appears to be hungry. I wouldn't have expected to find one of you guys here. I guess our destinies must be linked or something. What the? Surge of power came welling up from within. Unica is now able to use Burst. As long as the boost gauge is not empty, Burst can be used at any time. Oh, wow. Wow. It's like my insides are boiling with power, but it doesn't hurt. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I promise I'll make it up to you someday. Too bad we can't understand what they're saying. It'd be so cool if we could. Okay. 2 down. And that's 3. All right, cool. I would say this is probably not the required path. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Ooh! There's her top armor. A white dress woven with Cleria thread, blessed by the goddesses. Okay. It's already worth coming this way. Okay, so there are more shield defenders. At least these two, perhaps more. Cool. Really? Okay. I'm starting to think this is the direction you have to come. Let's see. Guess I got to drop down there in order to get to the chest. So we've got one more piece of armor, one more accessory, and 3 more inventory items. One of which is a key, one's a medallion, and I don't know what the other one is yet. Well, there's the key. That proves right there that that was the direction I was supposed to come. So we're gonna go back the way we came, and this time go through the north door or the north entryway. And just see where it takes us. I'm now convinced that this east entryway is the way we're supposed to come. Nice. Sweet. All right, let's see what's up here. Besides these turkeys, I mean. Believe me, if I go burst, you boys ain't gonna like it. All right. It almost seems as if there's another world on the other side of the mirror, but a powerful force is preventing you from stepping within. Okay. So that means there's only one way we can go. And that's to the east, where we just came from. Whatever the accessory is that we haven't found yet, that's gotta be what will get us through the mirror. And we just leveled up. right, cool. Already got that. Okay. I don't know what that's doing. But hopefully... Okay, good. It wore off. Now, in some games, being under curse status will lower your attack power. Obviously, that's not the case in this game. Okay, so... we've got to go a different direction to try to... What the hell? Okay. So if we haven't been this way yet, this particular go-round, it's got to be the right direction. There we go. There we go. Ah, another statue cleansed. Well, the force field's gone, so we can cleanse it, I should say. Now it's cleansed. And now let's go ahead and hasten skill recovery. And then I think boost the effect of herbs. And that will be it for now. Wait. Oh, okay. So herbs can't be boosted any further than that. That's interesting. Okay. So we use the obsidian key. Still 4 more items of utmost importance. I was checking to see how many SP I had, which I still have more than I thought I had. All right, folks. I think that's going to do it for the evening. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. We will come back to Ys Origin tomorrow night, and I think one more stream or two, and we'll beat it. And we'll probably go through it again in Hugo's story, just so we can see it from his perspective. And then after that, we'll move on to Ys 1 and 2. But I appreciate everyone hanging out with me tonight and keeping me company. And with that being said, let's find someone to raid before we go. We're going to drop in on Tabby Bat tonight, who is playing Marvel Rivals and is also a member of the Dragon Clan stream team that I'm very happy to belong to. You know, I love the fact that, well, never mind. Looks like we can't raid in. Let me look for someone else. Okay, I think we're going to raid into somebody new tonight. We're going to raid into Rain Skyheart, who is playing Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, and they're actually playing the Intergrade content tonight. And it looks like it's their first playthrough. Once again, folks, thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. I will see you back tomorrow night when we continue Ys Origin. But for now, this is Thunderfist 1978. Signing off.